All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is the new moon in Virgo, first one, right? It's linked with another new moon in Virgo on the 21st of September, which has a solar eclipse attached to it. When I shuffled for this pre-shuffle, you're staring at a tower. And just on the surface end, you see a tower on the surface energy? I mean, that's insane, right? And that's kind of what I said. I shuffled for this. I said, tell me about the new moon in Virgo, the first one. Right? And I said, well, it's going to be a good reading. When I looked at this, it's going to be it's going to be something anyway. We open on the surface with what I call, and a lot of people call, but I call it doesn't matter which direction it goes, it's a devil's tower. It's a devil, goat with its feet on fire, crossing the tower. Okay? It's one of those ones where you could put clickbait in the title, call it shocking. Right? Shocking, surprising. There's some kind of surprise here. There's some sort of, well, I'll show you. Communication. I got a Devil's Tower with an Eight of Wands. And the because of it all is behind the Eight of Wands. But when I just look at these three energies, this little sandwich here with a goat sandwich, if you will, I see somebody reaching out, and it feels to you, I would normally say I might put a selfishness on this, but it feels to you like you're not worthy, kind of a thing. It feels like feels wrong to you, but in a good way. I don't know how to phrase that. Can you catch my drift at least? It feels wrong, but in a good way. Should I be doing this? Right? You know, I don't know. There's no other way to. I mean, you're enjoying banging the hooker, but you know it's wrong. I mean, I don't know. It could be something along those lines. It has a devil attached to it, and I'm not saying you got a prostitute coming to talk to you. It's just a fucking example. I don't know how else to phrase the energy. It feels like you're being a little indulgent here. I don't know, because somebody from the past, Six of Cups, shows up and they're very emotionally open, which is why I doubt this is a prostitute. They're emotionally open. You get a chance to walk a brand new, well, a happy new beginning, we'll call the Four of Wands. This can also be for some of you a surprise marriage proposal, right? But there's something devilly about it on your side. There's something indulgent about it. You're eating the whole cake kind of indulgent feeling. I don't know. It's for some of you that could be it, but for most of you, it's somebody from the past returning, being emotionally open, walking a new path, having a happy new beginning. Whatever happens between the moons, if you will, or around this first new moon, the first couple of weeks of this first new moon, first of two, changes your life in some way. Because the Ten of Pentacles is bookending the Tower, and this represents your life, everything, all of it. Things will never be the same after this, and I don't think you care. With this devil here is what I'm saying. It's a devil may care. That's the phrase I was looking for. A devil may care attitude. Now I can go a little bit further, right? It transforms your life a little bit. There's a transformation here. We're ending an isolation period. This card, the Magician. The pre-shuffle's over. But this card, the Magician, represents transformation in this instance. It's transforming a period of isolation. This could be the end of a separation period between you and a soulmate. Now I tell you all the time, don't assume who it is. It's like what I said the other day in some readings about luck. I said I don't like using the word luck because people just assume it's something huge, right? Astrologers run into it too. They tell you you're going to have a lucky day and hear from somebody, and they get blamed for it not happening when it actually did. It was your neighbor returning to return the fucking lawnmower they borrowed or something. You just assumed it was your long lost soulmate. People love to just inject in whatever they want it to be. All right? Be a higher vibration person than that. I don't know what this is, but I do know it's bigger than somebody returning your lawnmower. Okay, it is definitely a life-changing thing. We got 4 Wands and 10 Pentacles. But I don't want anybody, I just don't want you to assume you know who it is. Because you can't. It could be you've got a lot of soulmates around you. It's probably a pretty powerful one. It could be a family member. It could be you're dealing with a lot of soulmates in this energy. There's a lot of it's a very emotional time between those two new moons. More emotional than it usually is. The Virgo season's usually, like I said in a recent reading, I said, wake me up when September ends, quoting Green Day. But this year, you want to stay awake for it. All right? There's a lot to feel here. You know? In a way, it's not really an awakening of your intuition. It's more of a supercharging of it. Right? You know how to use it better. The practical energy of Virgo helps you actually use it better. Sort of like you read the instruction book for your intuition, if you will, which a Virgo would probably do, right? Probably read the instruction book. There you go. All right, let's shuffle the deck. First card out before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? So let's find out why the fuck we're here. It's going to be a hell of a reading. We open with the Devil's Tower and an Eight of Wands. I mean, it's tarot gold right on top. You know, it's unreal. We'll see. Come on, here we go. Oh, come on, don't make it be a long one. I don't want to have to get into the editing software. I shuffled for 9 hours. I have to edit it. Fuck me. Okay, we're good. We're here for this. This is going to be a hell of a Devil's Tower in the pre-shuffle with an Eight of Wands, a Four of Wands, and a Ten of Pentacles. And now, why the fuck are we here? These cards tie to the pre-shuffle. Seven Swords. Somebody lied to you. We're here because somebody lied to you. We're here because somebody tried to sneak away from something they couldn't sneak away from, maybe, but the primary energy is lies, 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 lies. Somebody lied to you. Okay, and don't, again, like the word luck, right? People assume, it's a lottery win. I say the word lies to you, you assume it's something huge. You get lied to every day by just a little bit. Sometimes it's intentional because somebody wants something. Sometimes people just want to protect their privacy. They don't want to tell you how they're doing. You don't have to. You can't blame them for that. You say, "How you doing?" They say, "I'm great." They're lying, but don't call them on it. I know you're lying, right? They probably just want to protect their privacy. For God's sake, none of your damn business. It's kinder than saying none of your damn business, right? Isn't it? Somebody says none of your damn business. You're like, oh, what the fuck is this? You want to fight? Come on, let's go, right? So. We're here, somebody lied to you. It's an important soulmate. You know, it is. What comes after the cut? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you get the most out of everybody's readings, not just mine, because I know y'all cheat on me with other people. All right, it's fine. I'm your second favorite at best. I don't know why. The Queen of Cups is after the cut. Somebody lied to you about how they feel. This ties to, look, I said these tie to the pre-shuffle. We had the King of Cups. I said it's about somebody revealing some feelings to you, being honest about how they feel. Yeah, somebody giving you the whole cup. Somebody lied about how they feel, and now they're coming to give you the whole cup. But this is just saying somebody really lied about how they feel. This is a big deal because the Queen of Cups gives the full cup, not like the King who can be a little stingy. Queen of Cups gives the full cup. Somebody withheld the full cup from you, and they were full of shit. Okay? This can still be a family member or a friend, but it would be, if it is, it's probably somebody you had a fight with. And they said, well, fine, then I guess we just won't see each other anymore. Right? That kind of a thing. And there's a separation in there. If it is, I mean, they were full of shit. You're all they thought about for a long time. It's probably a lovey-dovey thing. Okay? Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do it. All right. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the new moon in Virgo. First one. That energy's rolling in, man. It's already kind of begun here. I know it's the, what is it, like the 19th or some shit, but it has begun. Let's go. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Doesn't matter. You know, some of you, this is all going to hit you in October. You're all moving at different speeds on the timeline. But this is the energy between, this is the energy around the first couple of weeks, around that first new moon in Virgo. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Just shuffling, the shuffling, the shuffling. Bottom of the deck. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Again, I'm your second fucking favorite, right? Seriously. The moon. What am I pulling on? What is this reading? Go back. Rewind. Look at the title. Scroll down. New moon in Virgo. The first one. It's the moon. It's the overall energy. It's all about this moon. It is. It really is. The new moon to the new moon, between now and September 21st-ish, give or take, it's a powerful time. It's a powerful time. All right. What's fueling that, just for fun? Three of Pentacles. Right? It's sort of like an energy, when I see the Three of Pentacles with the moon, I mean, first of all, I'll say if you don't like, there's a lot of energies attached to it, but I'm just going to give you the primary. But I'll say, first of all, if you don't like change, if you're somebody who doesn't like change, you like things to stay the same, this is going to be an upsetting period for you. In fact, the last quarter of the year in general, the last third of the year, I should say, in general, is going to be upsetting for you. All right? But leaving that aside, this is one of those energies where you're here now, you're doing something now, and what you're doing by the end of this is completely different. It basically says, and you have no idea. You may think you might know, but you don't know. It says basically what the Ten of Pentacles bookending the Tower in the pre-shuffle said. Okay? But it says it a little better. All right? So there's a lot of stuff you can't predict, you can't see coming. All right? It's a Sasquatch in the woods at night. Right? You can't see it coming. You might smell it. Your intuition, what I mean is your intuition might pick up on it, right? I'm doing some of the lateral thinking for you there. What did he mean by smell it? Smell it. I mean your intuition. I just got done talking about your intuition might become, you might know how to use it better in this energy, right? Some readers might say it's awakening and things like that. That's not correct. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's awakening. It's there. You just sort of read the energetic, metaphorically speaking, read the energetic instruction book. And now you know how to use it properly. All right? You all become little Steves or something. Oh, how about that? A whole bunch of little Steves running around. I like that. Okay. A whole bunch of people who are their own second favorite. Okay. Right here, the energy the energy around your connection with whoever the main energy is that lied to you. Right, the card before the cut. Right here. 3D energies around this person. Their soul is here. It bookends your soul connection. Right here is the message from the universe, and she is fickle today. It's red with the energy of your connection, but I'm not sure if it'll be a separate message. Okay? And right here's a potential final outcome for you. For you. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I don't know what the lion fucker is going to do. Okay? I can only tell you what the energy, the flow of the energy. All right? And I can also tell you, most people don't go with the flow of the energy. So don't get any false hopes on my reading or anybody else's. I still get the occasional tweet from somebody who developed a case of false hopes all over the place. I am the last person on this fucking planet to give anybody a false hope. My readings, if anything, end in disappointment most of the time because I give it to you for real. Okay? So if you're getting false hope, you need to go see a shrink. All right? Because at the end of the day here, I can't predict what somebody's going to do. I can only tell you which way the energy is flowing. Most people in this world, especially the DMs in this soulmate cycle and most of society, flow way against. It's like a whole bunch of people running against the current, running against the wind, right? As Bob Seger once sang. Right? So it is what it is. That doesn't mean you're not going to get something out of this. Your life is changing. Whether somebody attached to you does something or not, those changes, that Tower and Ten of Pentacles are coming for you. As long as you keep your intuition on, right? Keep your heart chakra open and don't sleep through this energy. Okay? That's all. That's all I want to say on that. I'm going to say right now, I'm going to clarify everything. I'll throw some universe cards at the end. And you bet your sweet asses we're going to extend this one. Because I got the moon and a moon reading as the overall energy. That's just fucking mind-blowing. And we opened with the Devil's Tower. What's the energy around your connection? You ready? I'm ready. Let's go. You got to be kidding me. I mean, this reading is so fucking symmetrical. Some of you already know this if you pull cards or shit, right? The star comes after the tower. The tower came before, right? It was in the pre-shuffle, wasn't it? Didn't we open with a tower? The star, right? Something's about to happen here. So you don't even see it coming. You don't even see it coming. Like a Sasquatch in the night. No fucking idea, but you might smell it coming. Intuition's really strong. This is, I'm not going to say it's something somebody manifested. I'm going to say this is whatever is happening between you and somebody. There's one very powerful energy here. It's been brewing up there in the universe for a while. It's been brewing for a while. It's been supposed to be happening for some time. This is a great energy to make it happen in, though. It's an energy where you can really accomplish a lot. We'll clarify. We'll see what the book ending is, blah, blah, blah. 3D energies around this person. There is one very powerful energy here. All right, there's probably a whole lot happening for you during this time frame, right? But this reading, I'm pulling one of the energies. It's really powerful, okay? The most powerful one. The best connection you have, we'll put it that way, right? What's the 3D energies around this person? Very weird. Yeah. I knew it wasn't going to be something big. It's very weird. That's why I kind of lingered here for a minute, dug my fingers into the felt here. Two of Swords. It's very peaceful. It's sometimes the Two of Swords is a truce, right? A standoff. Just don't know what to do. Don't do anything. It's somebody is at peace at the moment. At rest, but it's not like an at rest of the Four of Swords, right? Which is more of a I need a break, kind of it can be a void energy sort of a thing with some healing sometimes and all of that. Somebody's just at rest. It's like imagine somebody sitting at a stoplight at an intersection, and they just sitting there, and you're behind them, you're honking, you're laying on the horn, but they're still not going. They've gone through 3 cycles of the light. I mean, you're ready to get the tire iron out of your trunk and go have a chat. That's somebody here is at rest, but it's an action-filled rest. It's something about to happen rest. It's that moment right before you get up out of bed. You can lay there. It's like between the snooze button on the thing. It's a bit of that, okay? It's just weird. It feels weird. I like it because this is usually somebody who does nothing, probably. Okay, probably. All right. Soul energy is here. Their soul, not mine, not yours. Theirs, tied to this soul connection. Hey, I'm glad it's not mine or yours. I'll tell you what, you're going to be glad I said that. I know I'm glad. Fucking hell. It's the Eight of Swords. Somebody is just, again, I think my car at the intersection analogy is right. Except it's the universe, the fickle old gal grabbing the tire iron and knocking on the window. Hey, motherfucker, the next time that turns green, you better go. Okay? I'm going to introduce you to my tire iron. All right? It's just, this has been brewing such a long time. I don't want to phrase it this way because I don't like putting too much hocus pocus on it. I don't want to turn this into leprechauns and unicorns here. But at the end of the day, this is supposed to have been happening a long time ago between you and this person. He's supposed to have been going a long time ago. We've gone through many green light, red light cycles, right? So it is the universe with a tire iron. It's somebody here. It they feel like they need to do something, but their emotions are they're just having an emotional breakdown over this a little bit. It's a little bit of I don't know why I'm doing this, but they do, but they don't kind of a thing. I don't know how else to phrase it. It's been happening for so long. It's caused chaos in one side's soul a little bit. It feels more to me. Think of it less as an Eight of Swords as sitting on a thorn bush. Okay? Think of it like that. You sat on a thorn bush. You're tired. You don't want to get up. You don't want to go, but you just sat on a thorn bush. So you're like, okay, I probably should get up. All right. Look, it's going to be one for the clarifiers, let me tell you. Holy crap. By the way, the 5D energy flows to the 3D. That's primary flow. I don't know if you can do the math. I'm going to impress you right now. I won't even use my fingers to count it. This is 10 swords. It adds up to 10 swords. So the period of sitting at the light, it's over. The fickle gal universe is tapping on the window with a tire iron. Time to go when it turns green, motherfucker. Okay? So, again, the energy flow here is very strong. I can't predict free will, so don't get any false hope, but it is up to their free will. These are minor arcana. The universe is trying. What's the message from the universe? Red with the star, I think. 5 swords. It's a tried and fail many times. One side of this connection, I believe it's you. Okay? You might feel like it's not going to happen, or you might feel like, I think I know who this is, but I'm never going to hear from them, or it won't play out this way, or they'll be one of the people that don't flow with the energy. I want you to try to avoid that, and I think this is the universe's way of having me mitigate the damage I may have caused from my don't get false hope diatribe, but it has to be said. It helps other readers too, because other readers catch shit from people who just fucking, no one out here is the amazing Kreskin. There's no way to predict free will. It's impossible. But I get it. If you're like, oh, well, that's disappointing. I mean, they're probably not going to flow with the energy. My person's a super fuckwit. Try not to get into that energy. If you want a better chance for this to happen, I don't want to say stay positive, stay neutral, but if you can go positive with it, try to envision in your mind's eye a 6 of Wands, that card of victory with the guy on the horse, instead of 5 swords, instead of taking a 5 swords attitude, which is a false victory. Okay? That's all. I'm not saying if you think it won't happen, it won't happen. I'm just saying you're not helping the energy any. All right? It's like giving them a route out, by thinking this way and feeling this way. Oh, they're probably not going to. Energetically, what you're doing is you're taking the flow and you're creating a little tributary off to the side. And they'll see it and go, oh, I can go there. I can get out of it. Right? Like that. That's all. That's how energy works. I mean, it's just what it is. That's why try to stay neutral here. Try not to expect anything. No expectations. Oh, I'd love for this to happen, but, whatever. Try to take that attitude. That's all. Fine. It's good. We'll clarify some more when we get there. I'll clarify it in regards to them when we get to that. Potential final outcome for you. Assuming you follow the advice here. I took a peek. Assuming you follow the advice here that I just said, which is good energy advice. I'll tell you what, it helps every other reader out here on damn YouTube, probably. Potential final outcome for you, Knight of Wands. Here they come. Whether they stay or not, who knows? But I'm not really looking at it as the in and out energy. I'm looking at it, imagine, what did I do with an analogy here? I said, I'm getting out of my car. I'm behind this person. I'm getting out of my car. I'm opening the trunk, and I'm getting a tire iron out. Let's say it's not a tire iron. Let's say it's a 12 gauge pistol grip. Okay, that's a mean-looking gun. All right, and I'm walking up to the car, and I'm going, you better go the next time it turns green while I'm tapping on the window. Right? That's what this is. This is that person inside the car going, oh shit. Eyes wide open, light turns green. Hell, they might even hit the gas all the way to the floor before it turns green. Okay? If they got one of those Teslas, they going into stupid mode, right? Getting the fuck out of there really quick. So, that being said, that's what that is. Somebody shows up pretty quick. If you follow this advice, you'll slow them down if you're like, oh yeah, my person probably won't flow with the energy. Try not to go there. All right? Just take the reading for what it is. I'm telling you which way the energy's flowing. Be like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. Try to take that attitude. All right? Still no guarantee, but it's helpful. All right. Okay, let's clarify. That's communication. It is. All right, let's go. And who are we talking about randomly at the bottom? This whole fucking thing. I said a powerful soulmate. It's the fucking Burger King. Someone who ran from you, someone you had an argument with, someone who's being stubborn, someone who wants to have things their way. That's why we call them the Burger King. Right? But, again, these people are always wrong. Just like at Burger King, you don't always get it your way. You can order it however you want. It don't mean it's coming that way. It all depends on what idiot is working inside the kitchen that day and whether or not they can read, apparently. Apparently they have trouble with me reading pickles and fucking mayo. No mayo, no pickle. It's a pretty simple order. I very rarely get it that way. There's always one of them on there. One time I had both of them on there and there was no tomato. What the hell was that? Right? We don't get things our way. We don't control shit, is what I'm trying to say. Not even at Burger King. All right, here we go. The star, why is it here? A Whopper, no pickle, no mayo. How fucking difficult is that? Unreal. All right, here we go. Hell, I'm making less work for them. All right. I mean, the mayo, so you got to do stuff with the mayo. You don't even have to. No, don't worry about it. Okay. Let's go. Star, why is it here? Let's clarify this shit. It's important you pay attention to that, I think, on some level. All right. Let's see where we're at here. It's crossed by the Hierophant. Wow, these are big. Guys, these are big energies. This is the energy of your connection. The star crossed by the Hierophant. I mean, it's like God crossed by the Pope. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's just, it's downright biblical here. It backs up what I said. This is a long-range energy. You guys have been connected for, whoever this is for you, you've been connected for a very long time. Please, 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 I know, being the soulmate guy, the energy guy, those are both things my friends call me, but I've been into this shit since I was a little kid. Please don't fall for what Hollywood has done to fucking soulmates. Okay? Just the word. I mean, they have just ruined it. People think that soulmates have to be somebody you're banging, somebody who instantly gets you when you make eye contact. I mean, the shit that I see on TV and in the movies about soulmates, it just pisses me off to no end because it makes my job here more difficult. All right? This is just a powerful fucking connection. It is someone you have been tied to for a long time. Your two energies are probably with a hierophant crossing a star symbiotic. You feed off one another. All right? That's all. But they've become parasitic, right? Symbiotic is nice. Parasitic, not so much. Okay. It doesn't have to be someone you bang. It can very well be a family member, and especially with the Pope here, it might very well be. I don't know. Just whoever it is, it's an important energy in your life. It's probably an energy that acts as a catalyst for change for you. So that's what I'm talking about with the whole Your Life Changes, the Tower bookending the Ten of Pentacles from the pre-shuffle. It's important that you know that. So that, again, powerful soulmate does not have to be somebody you're banging. In fact, 9 times out of 10, powerful soulmate is definitely not somebody you're banging. Powerful soulmate is likely to run. You're likely to have friction with them, right? Somebody you're banging, if they are a soulmate, is probably a very light soulmate, in particular. It's tough to start, especially in the current soulmate cycle and current energies, which are very polarized. It's very difficult to fucking start anything with a powerful soulmate in these energies. Four of Cups, yeah. It's not who you might think it is. That's one energy that's here. I'm right. Okay. And your reaction to who the most powerful soulmate that's coming in is might be this. Don't ever react like the folded arm guy or Blondie here with apathy to a chance to change your life, to get the instruction book on your intuition, to move in a new direction. Any soulmate benefits you, but this is very powerful. This is also somebody who wasn't interested in, who definitely ran. If it is a love connection, or even if it's a relative or a friend, they ran. They weren't interested. You didn't think they were interested. Didn't go as planned. Something along those lines. A genuine offer of friendship or love was met with run for the hills, right? Why is the Four of Cups here? Yeah, Five of Swords. These are read together. That's Five of Swords. This is a person for you, just to help you try to figure out who this might be. When you think about them, or more importantly, when you feel about them, there's a bittersweet sort of vibe to it. It's bittersweet. Like your Blondie here in this card, right? You're the little girl here, male or female, doesn't matter, right? Let's just say that, for example. She had a fun day. She liked out there in nature, right? It was all right. It was fun. It was good to get out of the city for a little while, but it didn't quite go as planned. And so, yeah, it was fun, but it's a bit of that kind of a thing. This is somebody who makes you feel that way, the way she might feel after that. She did enjoy the woods and the nature, but, right, you know what I'm saying? All right, Two Swords. Let's go talk to this fucker sitting at the light. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. And that's not to say it's not your big love or whatever. If it is, it makes it more difficult, believe it or not. It doesn't make it easier. Because once you got a really powerful connection, a connection this powerful that's rolling in, the Hierophant crossed by the star, you start adding some sexual energy to that, and emotions, and oxytocin and stuff start flowing, and possessiveness and all of that, and you got the recipe for somebody. You're telling them you're going to hang out with your friend Janelle, and they following you, and make sure they don't believe it, right? There's a lot of energies, a lot of devil energies can come in. If the other person isn't high vibration, jealousy can set in. That little devil on the shoulder says, she's not going to see Janelle. No way, man. Going to a motel, right? It's that kind of thing. It's tough. So, but you do get a lot out of the connection. You can learn a lot about yourself. So, if I were you, I would wish a connection this powerful. I'd wish it was a fucking relative if I were you. If nothing else, you'll be back in the inheritance. Maybe that changes your life. I don't know. All right, Two of Swords. Your person doesn't have to be rich if they're a family member. All they got to do is leave their house to you these days. Even a shack is selling for like $1 million. Two of Swords crossed by the Queen of Swords. somebody gets it. Can I put it that way? While they figured it out while they were sitting there. Maybe they figured it out because I tapped on their window. I don't know, but they got it. They get it. They get it. I'm just going to put it that way. It's going to play out differently for all of you. That's the environmental energy. A lot of cold, hard truths clearing the clouds away. Got it. Somebody's being very hard on themselves too. What's here? Yeah, the Ten of Cups. Why is that here? Before I open my, yeah, the Two of Cups. Somebody gets it. It's just somebody gets it. I could be corny. You want me to be corny a little bit? Somebody gets you, their soulmate. I mean, can I just say it that way? I don't think it's literally how they didn't like sit there and go, oh, Steve's viewer's my soulmate. You know, I doubt it. But that's an easy way to put it, right? You know, they understand, they get it. They're not happy about getting it. And they're not happy about somebody, namely me or the universe, tapping on the window with a tire iron or a 12 gauge, you know, time to go with the next green light. But they get it, okay? That's the best we can say here, all right? With the Knight of Wands as a final outcome, if they show up, it happens like the Tower. It happens suddenly. You're not going to see it coming. I know you're not going to see it coming because of that. But there's all kinds of things with this new moon that's setting into motion that you're not going to see coming, you know. But you'll be able to, but your intuition, because you have the instruction book now in this energy, so to speak, and you can sort of use your intuition, you'll be able to sort it out better, right? Everybody thinks intuition is always just like spidey sense or something. You could, wow, I can't see it coming. You just said my intuition's working good and I've got the instruction book. Yeah, you're not fucking Spider-Man or the Amazing Kreskin. It just means that when something happens, when something emotional happens, you can sort it out a lot better than most people. You could take and see where something might be going in the future, okay, and where it was in the past. You can look at it. It's sort of like having, well, not really a crystal ball, more like a crystal time machine, okay, a little bit. I'm not going to put too much hocus pocus on it. It's going to sound like I'm on crystal meth. So I'm not going to do that. But it is a bit of a crystal time machine. We'll put it that way. All right? Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords in the soul. That's tricky. I can see in my mind's eye they're tapping on the cocoon here, the chrysalis. Come out, come out, come out. Right? Yeah. The universe is knocking, motherfucker. All right, let's go. Eight of Swords. Why is it here? All right. It's a lot to explain in this energy. Hopefully I'm doing it justice. I'm trying. Everybody needs to get on the same page. The energies are getting very intense. 19, yeah. 1926, sure. 2026 in particular, I'm very soon to writing my blog article where I titled The Coming Year. Yeah. I haven't quite got it yet. Usually I get it around the end of August, beginning of September, so I imagine that article will be going up pretty soon, the title for 2026. But I can tell you in advance, 2026 is going to be tricky. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening in 2025 in the soulmate cycle and in society, which kind of avalanches back down on everybody in 2026, you know. So it's going to affect the DM side more than the DF side. You'll just have to sort of sit there and watch in a lot of ways, but it's going to be very interesting, to say the least, on both fronts. But in the soulmate cycle, sticking with Steve's Love Tarot, because I ain't never pulling societal energies out here on YouTube. That's a fucking death sentence. Sticking with the soulmate cycle, a lot of these DMs, a lot of the energies they refuse to look at, the stuff from childhood, the core programming, the hang-ups that they have are all coming back. All coming back to really, really play out again in a way. So this isn't surprising that this is here. This is a good opportunity for this energy to deal with whatever this is and get it out of the way now. You want to get as much dealt with now as you can. All right, that applies to you as well, although I just feel like it happens for you a lot more naturally on the DF side. Or enlightened DMs, which I have a few of here. This is crossed by the Three of Pentacles. Seems like a fairly weak card to cross this, but it's not. It's an offer. The universe is making this person an offer. Almost a partnership offer of sorts, because I see the Two of Cups as a contract, right? If somebody can pull their head out of their ass, right, or their head out of their soul, if you will, so to speak, there's something very, very big that can happen. The universe is offering another shot, another trip to the river with Blondie here. All right, what's on top? The High Priestess. Why is that here? The Five of Wands. There's an emotional breakdown happening with this person because they're still trying to fight it a little bit. They're still trying to make up excuses a little bit. Still trying to carpet sweep a little bit. You know, and the universe is making it very hard. It's pulling everything out of the carpet all at once. Sort of the way to do it. Sort of like you've heard the phrase, you had the carpet ripped out from under you, right? Then somebody just took the carpet and ripped the whole thing right out, did it real quick. It's a bit of that. It's also, we could use the analogy of, instead of taking the Band-Aid off really slow, they just ripping it off, right? The universe is kind of doing that here with this person, for sure. Let's pull on this Five of Swords. Again, part of this energy is you. It's what I said. You know, I realize you're like, oh, Steve, I get it. This person, no way they flow with the energy, Steve. I can already see the resistance here. Yeah, I get it. They are a little resistant to it. There's no roses and rainbows here. I'm not promising anything. I'm just telling you which way the energy's going. But this is encouraging. This, as long as you stay out of that, as long as you don't expect a positive outcome, don't expect to get victory, just don't expect to get this. Just stay neutral. Don't expect anything, right? Just go, oh, okay. Well, we'll see how the month plays out. And go about your business. That's it. People spend a lot of time anticipating. Oh, well, you just, now you know which way the energy's flowing, so fucking flow with it, right? When things come up, when you get very emotional about things and whatever, flow with the energy. Don't try to fight it, right? Let the High Priestess win, right? Let the secrets get revealed. Let the carpet get ripped out from under you. It's okay. You're very protected with the Hierophant crossing the star. You'll be fine. Five of Swords. What else you want to tell me about this, universe? You seem to have a lot to say today. Well, remember we started, card before the cut was 7 swords, right? Somebody lied to you. Somebody lied to you. Somebody here has figured out, whether they show up your way or not, I believe this is the case. Somebody has figured out, whoever this person is, has figured out that they're getting in their own way with their bullshit. That's the first step. I'm not going to say that's any kind of dark night of the soul. It's a very mild energy. But I think also for some of you, somebody's been listening to somebody in their life. Somebody's been listening to a friend or whatever, I don't know, and they're realizing that that person's been kind of sabotaging them with their words, twisting things a little bit. We tend to get controlled by friends in particular and family with discouragement. That's very common, and sometimes, like the 7 of Swords being mild devil energy, sometimes that discouragement is very mild. Right? You telling your friend, for example, about a new job you got, a new opportunity. Oh, they want to make me manager up on the 5th floor. Right? Whatever the fuck that is. I'm just making shit up. But they want to make me manager up on the 5th floor. Your friends, oh, that's fantastic. That's great. Oh, wicked. We should go out for drinks. Yeah. You sure you want that, though? Right? You see what I'm saying? You see what they did there? It's very... It works similar to the way a backhanded compliment works. You could put it on either end, either way. It's a bit of that. Okay, so that may be what's going on in somebody's life and they're figuring it out. I don't know. What's on top? It's possible. Three of Pentacles was crossing here. Here it is. But this is about offers still. Same energy because it was over here. It carries over. But it's red with the 4 of Cups. Somebody here is realizing, it's backing up every word I said about this. Somebody here is realizing that they've turned down a lot of great offers, including a chance to bang Blondie in the woods. You know, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. You put it however you want. Again, somebody here has figured out the error of their ways for sure. And you want proof? I didn't even know it was there. I'm just reading the energy. But sometimes we check. We make sure Steve's right. This right here, fueled by the student. Somebody learned something about either them lying to themselves, lying to other people, or that nice little skit that I did where that friend slightly discourages you against that management position up on the 5th floor, right? Just plants a little seed. Why? Probably because it's not happening to them. That's human nature. That's what people do, right? We always have that. It's always there. You might say, oh, I'm never like that, Steve. I'm genuinely happy for my friends. You are, but it's always there. Always. There's always an energy, and both energies have to be present. Some people are better at suppressing it than others. Yes, high vibrational people will keep it down. Well, maybe I shouldn't say, are you sure you want that? That might, kind of ruin the vibe, and walk away from it. But some people just can't help themselves, right? Because if you don't get that management spot on the 5th floor, then the other person can feel good about themselves because they don't have that opportunity. They just on the 3rd floor. All right. Something like that is going on in this person's life. They have learned something. All right. That's why that's a very important card, the 7 of Swords. That's why we're here. Showed up in the message from the universe. Why is that here? Ace of Wands. Yeah. Somebody wants to get it right this time. Somebody attached to you wants to get it right. Help them by not necessarily assuming they can, but don't assume they won't. Okay? Stay neutral, okay? Please pay attention to what I said around that 5 of Swords. Okay. Your final outcome. Here we go. Knight of Wands. Why is it here? It's always about energy reading in these readings. That's what I do. It's never about the cards. The cards just back up the read. But you're here for a reason. It could just be one thing I say. A lot of the stuff I said here around the message from the universe, around that 7 of Swords, are stuff that most people never notice. It's really weird. They never fucking notice it because you don't want to. Right? But you should notice it so that you don't react badly to it. Somebody is really noticing stuff that they never noticed before in their life. Somebody attached to you. And I think it'll apply to you as well. You're going to spot some 7 of Swords things. Right? So pay attention. It's not your time period, your new moon in Virgo is not just about this person. I'm just picking out the most powerful energy. I got to pull a reading. What do you want me to do? Right? So that's fine, but all this shit's happening to you as well. We'll pull on you. I mean, we'll pull on you at the end of this reading, and I'll pull on you. I'll open the extended by pulling on you. I'll pull the shit out of you. How about that? All right? All right. I'll definitely bang Blondie. Oh, I would. You get woods like that in the middle of nowhere, nobody gonna know. What the hell? These days you can't. They got cameras everywhere. I know you can't even take a piss anymore outside without getting a fucking Megan's Law dot over your head on a website. I know. Knight of Wands. Why is it here? It's crossed by the Knight of Swords. It's a good card. It's communication. It double verifies communication. I just want to see what's under it. Because this is for you. This is your final outcome. Yeah. I think much to your surprise. Again, both energies are present. It could be much to your chagrin, but which is a negative kind of thing. But much to your surprise is what it feels like. This person says all the right things. You feel like I could do this. I could walk that 4 of Wands with this person. It surprises you on some level. You're surprised by it. I don't fucking blame you. All right, what's on top? Look at this. You're seeing cards here that are very similar. Again, we had to get, I said it in my head, I never said it out loud, but we had to get cards from the pre-shuffle in the final outcome. Otherwise, this whole reading is erroneous. It doesn't matter. Here we go. This was bookending the Tower. It ties with my surprise. Somebody shows up, you're surprised. You're willing to let this person in your life because they say something. One thing they say is the right thing. Just taking it as an example, I said they get it. They realize you're soulmates. They realize they made a mistake. Sometimes somebody saying that to you is enough to get you back in the woods. All right? I mean, why is that here? King of Wands. Why are you surprised? Why am I surprised every time I go back to Burger King? Right? I didn't get the Whopper right one time. I don't think... I've had probably 100 of them in my life, I would say, and I'd say probably 2 have been correct, and I'm being generous, okay? Why do I keep going back? Well, they taste pretty good. They're all right. I don't mind them, and they're quick, right? It's big enough, right? You're surprised you're going back to Burger King. You're surprised you're letting Burger King back in. They said the right thing. They came up with a new ad campaign, have it your way, and this time it really will be. Right? That's the new ad campaign. Have it your way, and this time it really will be. Okay. Cool. Well, there you go. Again, I've got a Burger King returning, and they say exactly what you want to hear. And it's very believable. I get 4 of Wands here. 6 of Swords, it all feels too easy. That's why you're surprised. You get a chance to smooth something out. This is the energy to do it in. Now, will they? I don't know. It's the way the energy's flowing. It's what I said earlier. I'm not trying to give you false hope. I'm just trying to tell you, this is the way the energy's flowing. It is what it is. It's providing a major opportunity here. But there's other things that you can get straightened out with other people. There's other energies here. I'm just pulling on the big one. The really big one. The Hierophant and the 2 of Cups, right? Well, I also have a High Priestess that bookends over here. This is a divine couple. You guys, whoever this person is, you're not the Emperor and the Empress. Okay, which has come up in recent readings. This is someone else. I think. I could be wrong. I mean, I always allow for that. But I think this particular connection is not Emperor and Empress, but High Priestess and High Priest. Hierophant and High Priestess. That's what I think. I think it's a very... It all felt very holy to me. It all felt very symbiotic. And that symbiotic relationship has gone parasitic on some level because of somebody's behavior. I think they understand that now. I also think for some of you with the 7 of Swords, why we're here and was crossing here with the 5 of Swords, you've been sabotaged. You and whoever this is have been sabotaged by someone else who's very subtle about that. They do it through discouragement. Are you sure you want to do that? But also just sort of passive aggressiveness in general. Slowly but surely, I think somebody's intuition, your person also got, whoever this person is, also got the instruction book to their intuition. So that's why they're able to see through the 7 of Swords. See what I'm saying? So it is what it is. All right, let's go. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Final message to you before I go pull some wicked voodoo on this. And I'm going to tell you right now, aside from 7 swords, I don't have a devil energy on the table. I really don't. Other than anything you might create with the 5 of swords by being a pessimist, which I don't want you to be. I don't want you to be an optimist either. That's a recipe for needing therapy. Because the world will let you down. People will let you down. And if you don't believe that, or you want to find the good in everybody, God help you. The truth that there's every 2020 or Dateline NBC story starts with somebody who just, they go to church, so they must be good. They have kids, they must be terrific. That's all bullshit. That doesn't mean anything. If I was a psychopath, the first thing I'd do is go to church and have kids. I'd get everybody's trust instantly. Right? First thing you do. At the end of the day, right? It's just important to understand people a little bit. So I don't want you to be an optimist, and I don't want you to be a pessimist. I want you to just take the energy as it comes and flow with it. All right? It's important. It'll keep you safe, and it'll keep you sane. All right, here we go. Well, it's a bit of that. It's a bit of what I was saying. Have faith in God. Have faith in what you believe in. Have faith in the universe. The universe has your back. With people, be cautious. All right. It's a leap of faith. The 3 of Wands and the Page of Cups. And this is the 4 of Cups. Have faith in God. Have faith in the universe. Have faith in what you believe in. Right. But with people, I wouldn't have too much faith if I were you. I would proceed with caution always. Take your leaps of faith with people in your life. Make your friendships. Start your relationships, right? But don't get overly excited about stuff. Don't get overly optimistic. Don't overplan stuff. That's all it's saying. This is an energy of taking a leap of faith with somebody here, a Burger King, right? And many other people in your life. A new approach to the way you approach things, the way you approach life. Take your leaps of faith, but don't get ahead of yourself. All right? Keep things one level at a time. Let people earn your trust. Let people show you who they are. It'll avoid future 3 of Swords, or at least as bad as they were in the beginnings of this soulmate cycle. A little bit of apathy actually goes a long way. Okay? A little bit. Even if you're excited about going somewhere, temper it a little bit. That's all. There's also one direction that's coming towards you a little bit. And I know it's impossible to talk to thousands of people and have everybody on the same page. Someone will interpret what I just said the wrong way. That's fine. Knock yourself out. It is what it is. But The reality is, it's just the way energy flows. It's just a smart thing to do. People make the one mistake people make, whether it's business or love, is getting ahead of themselves. I see it all the time. They look in business, they look at their projections. They go, well, by Q3, we're going to be making $80,000 a month, so we could bring on 10 more. Let's just slow down. We're not even in Q1 yet. Let's see how this thing goes. I get the projections, but let's not get excited about those projections until we see them come into fruition. Let's keep our eye on where we're at right now. That's sort of your new approach here with things as people and new relationships enter your life. It's an important way to play things out. It prevents mistakes as well. All right? Hey, what you want to do, it's what the cards are saying. A little apathy will serve you well in this energy. It's sort of a be cool energy. As long as you control this, right? And don't get out of control with it and become all, I don't want this, I don't want that, become all negative. Be careful about that. It's minor arcana. You should be able to control it pretty easily. You can move in some new directions. You can take your leap of faith and take it one step at a time with a lot of new things that are coming your way. You have a new approach. Something about this new moon provides you with a new approach toward people, things, and situations in your life. I would definitely take that lesson if I were you. All right? Underneath this, real quick, is the Hierophant. See what I'm saying? It's powerful energy. All right? Leaps of faith are powerful energy. Sometimes it gets away from people. Right? What did I say? This is about people. We didn't know that was there. I said have faith in God, source, the universe, whatever it is you believe in, the higher power. Sure. Definitely have faith in that. But where people are concerned, take your leaps of faith, yes. Know that the universe has your back, but proceed with caution here in the 3D. Because the 3D, our lives here are all about lessons. That's what it's about. Which means we get fucked from time to time, and I don't mean that in a good way. All right? It's good advice. Take it for what it's worth to you, or don't take it. Maybe it's worth nothing. I don't know. But it'll help you. Either way, something about this cycle helps you. It changes your approach to life, which has a run-on effect. It really does. All right. At least, if nothing else, you can mitigate some future damages. All right. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right. I do. Comes from a good place. If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. Do what you want. All right. That's your reading. Good luck.